What's up, everyone? Sean Count Blagrath here today with an album review, this time the 2011 Dark Essence Records release of Taake. Wherever it says up there. I probably even said the name of the band wrong, so if I did, I'm sorry, forgive me. It's whatever. On with the review. Taake, which is how I'm going to say the name throughout the review, so if it's wrong, deal with it, is a very prominently well-known band in the Norwegian black metal scene. Been around for years. One-man band, but has a live band to play live. He's just put solid album out after solid album, and with this album, that's no different. This is a solid piece of Norwegian black metal. True Norwegian black metal? No. And here, within this review, I will state why I say it's not true Norwegian black metal. This album has a lot of the screeching guitars that it's known for. It features a lot of the tremolo riffs, the very eerie, dark-sounding guitar riffs that have that just very scary, unsettling sort of feel that Norwegian black metal is known for. It features the blast beat drumming. It features everything that is crucial for a black metal record to have. And on top of that, there's elements from other genres thrown into this mix. And two very surprising genres. Rock, specifically 70s style classic rock. There's a very strong influence of that in a couple tracks, where it sounds like it's taken something that you would have heard off the radio on a classic rock station, but played it with a black metal distortion. And I think that's really freaking cool and unique. And a lot of people are going to be kind of pissed about that. I can see that coming, just because it's different. It's not something that's been done and rehashed in black metal. Typically, Norwegian black metal is a very rehashed sound. I hate to say it, but it gets old, of the same formula of one straight thing through, no repeating parts, all played with blast beats, and then a couple slow sections, but mostly fast tremolo picking opens. That gets annoying after a while and bored. And this is coming from a guy who worships Burzum and Darkthrone. But with this album, you get much more depth. You get some intricate bass work that kind of makes almost a groovy sort of feel. It's nothing that's really boring and repetitive. Even the final track that's 10 minutes long does not feel 10 minutes. You're not constantly looking at how far the songs are in, because it feels like it's going on for a long time. You want to know how much longer is left of this. You don't ever feel that way with that. In fact, when it's done, you feel kind of refreshed, and each song leaves you with that feeling. And the beautiful thing about this record is it's not one where you have to listen to the entire thing to get the entire body of work. You have to listen to the whole thing to get what each song is about. With this, you can pull each song out of, listen to separately, and still get something out of it. The guitars are just very in-your-face, loud, distorted, scary, evil sounding, and then there's some also unique, groovy sort of classic rock styled riffs that you don't hear at all in black metal, as I said. It's a very awesome sound. It's mixed perfectly. It sounds recorded. It's dirty sounding, but it's not fuzzy. It's got that dirty distortion to it, but yet it's got a very clean, focused sound. The bass, it's prominent in the mix. It's not overpowering anything. It's not underwhelming. It's just right. It's there. It's got some really cool bass lines that really remind me of Mayhem at times, especially off of the Mysteries album. Some of the bass lines on that kind of remind me of that. Drum work. Drums sound perfect. Each drum is audible. Every cymbal is audible. There's tons of blast beats if you're into that. There's tons of your basic style drum beats for black metal. There's some slower parts. There's some very intricate parts. There's even rock style drum beats, which is very cool. Vocals, this time around, it's just as good as the last album, if not better. His high screams are really high up in the registry. They just pierce through the mix. And it's not a shriek. It's really a raspy growl, and it sounds just awesome, and it fits perfectly. Now, I'm going to do a little separate thing for this, since it's not really fall into any of those instrument categories. Banjo. Banjo is actually used at one part of the song, and really, I know a lot of people kind of thought it was stupid. I thought it was absolutely freaking awesome and really added something new and a whole new level to this album. The banjo actually made me laugh the first time I heard it. I literally laughed out loud. I was just sitting there listening to it, thinking this is awesome. Then all of a sudden I hear or however it goes in that banjo twang, and I just lost it. But when you listen to it multiple times, it's not really as much funny as much as it is awesome and very unique, to say the least. It's not very often you hear in black metal a banjo being used. I mean, you'll hear some black folk metal bands use it, but like true Norwegian black metal bands, you won't hear banjo. And with that, I thought that was really cool, and I really hope they bring it out in a couple more songs on the next record. I really think that banjo solo was really like the kind of boost that that song needed. It just really had a really Nordic sort of folk feel, and that banjo just really brought that feeling out farther, and I thought that was really cool. Overall, this is a great album. It's very solid, and I highly recommend you guys pick this up, check it out. For a score, I'm going to have to give this an 8.5 out of 10. This is some very solid Norwegian black metal. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, and as always, keep it metal.